My check engine light came on in my 2012 Jeep, and I suspicion it might be the gas cap because I put some gasoline in it I had left over from my mowers, and I don't think I got the cap back on, so that'll throw a code, but I don't know what the code is, so I went ahead and purchased on Amazon, based on the reviews, a $10 OBD2 scanner, and this brand is called Kitbest. It arrived today in this tiny little box. And the next thing I did, because it is suitable for Android phones, and I never had a scanner before because I haven't had a smartphone that long. So, wake up you. I downloaded one called Car Scanner ELM OBD2. It had 4.7 reviews, and I read the first one, and the guy attested that he liked it better than any other he had downloaded and tried. So now we're going to go out to the car and see if we can't get this OBD2 scanner working and find out where our code is. But first we're going to find out what's in the box. Oh, I forgot that. Little foam rubber thing there. Oh, there's the scanner. And a mini OBD2 car diagnostic scanner user guide. So I'm going to open this up and take a look at it, but I have to put the camera down, so I'll let you know what it is. Basically it says to fully start the car before trying to connect, and to use Android devices only. It's not for Apple. And they recommend the Torque app. They have a QR code where you can go download it. I'm going to try this other one. If it doesn't work out, we'll go get the Torque. This one I downloaded has better reviews than the Torque. And if the red LED is on, it means if the red LED is not on when in use, it means that it is not powered, and it's not getting any power from the car, and your port may not be OBD2 compliant. There are a few cars and trucks that it doesn't work on. So let's go out to the car and see if I don't even know where the heck the hole to put that in is, so we're gonna have to look for that too. First thing I did was go back inside to get the car keys, and I also turned the Bluetooth feature on my smartphone to on. It had been off because I didn't have any use for it. So now my smartphone Bluetooth setting is on. Where is the onboard diagnostics port for a Jeep Patriot? Well, I had to go check somebody else's YouTube. He had a compass, but it helped me find mine. It's over here on the driver's side. Down here you got your door latch, or your hood latch, right there, and then right above it, I can get the light on it here. See all those wires right there? I'll try and edit this so you can see where it is. It's kind of like on your dash you have that seam. You just follow that down around, it's right behind that. That's where it is on a Jeep Patriot. Now that we crawled around a bit and found our OBD2 port on my Jeep, it's right at the end of the seam on the dashboard. You follow it right around, it's right up under there. Now I'm going to assume that if I put this up there with the lettering forward, that I can read it, that the pins will be lined up correctly, but I won't know that until I give it a try. Well, it's got that fat and skinny part, but I tell you what, upside down it's kind of hard to tell. So we're going to give it a shot. I'll let you know how it turns. Well, I could not have been more wrong about that. The skinny part goes towards the front of the car, and the lettering is now facing the front of the car. So we do have that installed. Instructions say we're going to start the motor before we try to connect the Bluetooth. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Alright, you can see my check engine lights on, and I also have a low tire, but I have a plan for that also, but we're going to deal with the check engine first. So now we have the motor running. I'm going to go ahead and fire up my smartphone and see how this app we downloaded works. Well, I selected my language as being English, and I agree not to use it while I'm driving down the road, and a few other warnings. And the app is provided as is, no guarantee or warranty implied because I didn't pay nothing for it. And there is AdMob advertising module included. Google may use the advertising ID from this device for all kinds of things. It asked me my engine size in 2.4 liters, and it wants a bunch of fuel prices and stuff. I'm not going to put any of that in. Man, I tell you what, that car don't sound like it's running all that well. Okay, permissions to use location. Open permissions screen. I don't know what all this means. Well, next. Connect. Bluetooth. I guess I had a choice of Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, but my unit only uses Bluetooth. So, some Android versions require location access for Bluetooth device discovering. It hasn't discovered the device yet. It has my television. We're going to go to plan B here. I'm going to go ahead and shut the camera off, figure out how to get connected. I moved my phone a tad closer to it, and I gave it some permissions. I forget which ones. Pretty much told it to light up. And pair with the OBD. Pin contains letters or symbols. You may also need to type this pin in another device. Let me type something in there and see what happens. They tell me to use 4 zeros or 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll have to go read the instructions to see what the heck, if they have a code that I'm supposed to type in there to pair with this OBD. On the very last of the instructions, it says the Bluetooth pairing pin code is 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to do that. We have an evaporative emission system leak detected. And it says that for BMW, Honda, and Toyota. But I'm going to assume it's the same for my Jeep. And I kind of had a feeling it was a gas cap because I knew it wasn't on right last week. And now I'm going to see how I can clear this code to see if it comes back. I tried pressing clear. It didn't work. Then I see this little thing down here, warning, it's highly recommended to disconnect and connect again before clearing DDC after reading DDC. So I'll close the app, disconnect, reconnect, and press clear first to see what happens. The code is cleared. What I had to do was disconnect my app first, reconnect, shut the motor off, but turn the ignition back on, right before you bump the starter. So the ignition was on the on position, the engine was off, and when you're in that state, that's when the code will clear. And I just saved myself a fortune. This is a $10 fix, and I still own the OBD reader. And now I'm going to unplug it and stick it in the glove compartment so I won't lose it. I highly recommend this product. It's a Pittsburgh Pap. with his first OBD2 reader fixed because I left the gas cap loose. Freaking idiot.